Yeah, y'all already know what it is. It's time for more greatness. Y'all know that we
Mhm.
bring you a lot of great topics, a lot of great things we talk about. But y'all already know if y'all are big fans of the show, y'all know what time it is this month. So you already know you tapped into the fire session, no scripts, just the truth. It's February. So we are celebrating Black History Month all month long. So you know what I'm saying? Let's get in here. Let's turn up the heat.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
Yeah.
said the
Always
money
that little
wouldn't
line.
change me. Girl, I lied to you.
This guy.
He just,
If it
I
weren't for
be,
the
I
fact that I
lied
grew up
to
with
you.
him, I would be worried about his
I was
mental
gonna
his
say
mental health.
one would be concerned about what's happening up here.
Yeah, definitely.
Said
Definitely.
you know what I mean? Some folks tell you that money won't change you, sorry, they lied to you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
They also said, money make the go woo woo. But hey,
It does.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of sayings about what money you do.
It is
Lied
usually
to
true.
you.
It's usually
That
true.
that one for a
It's, u-
lot of them.
it's usually true. It definitely makes it go woo woo now. At
They
least
lied
four,
to
but you got to
you.
have at least 40 to 50 bucks. 40 to 50 to
Oh
start off with.
wow.
Yeah.
50, 40. It done went to
Yeah.
50.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
this
it's inflation.
Lied to you.
is this that's all that's broke chronicle cooch or what?
No, it was 40, you know what I'm saying, a few years ago, but now it's gone up to 50 to 60. I'm sure inflation affects everything.
No,
Whoever is in
this
that business,
decreases. You could get that faster than a Big Mac.
I'm like, whoever is in that business, I pray, first of all, that I pray you out of it, but I hope
They
you are
Y-
charging way more than
y-
that.
your prayers
they
are going to
lied
the
to
to the
you.
spam. Your prayers are going to the spam because that is the oldest profession on the books.
I know, I know, I know. Do
If you
you,
can't buy
boo,
nothing
but
else, you
charge
can buy
more
that.
for it.
If you can't buy nothing else, you can buy that.
That is a fact.
Lord.
I'm telling you, yeah. But
Man,
yeah,
it's
they
tough
said
out
the
here.
money. They lying. They don't
Yeah.
lie. A lot of
Sheesh.
lies
Shout
out
out
there.
to Figueroa. Shout out to Figueroa.
The fact that you just be knowing the stuff that's out here is insane.
Yeah, hey,
It's
I've been in
viral.
I've been in Cali enough, and it's that stuff has been talked about for decades. So
Yeah,
of course, when I
sadly.
when I come out to Cali, anything that I've heard, I try to go and locate and find it and see for myself, like, is
Yeah,
this real?
yeah,
And
it's
Right?
real.
how
The
was your
homie
visual?
pulled up on her. He got videos. The homie pulled up on
Yeah,
him. My homie
yeah,
Carl
yeah,
Drew. He
yeah.
pulled up.
So there's some content creators, but there's one I follow on IG, and he goes around giving them gifts and playing solitaire. He
Hmm.
plays solitaire with them, and he holds conversations with them, and it's pretty interesting to see the dynamic,
Mm, okay.
to see
That's
some of those girls, to see how attractive they are. But you're out here, you know what I'm saying, for the Lolo. I'm like, this
yeah.
is this is
Hey,
astonishing, but
the
it
homie said
also
he paid 200 though.
The
That's
homie
well,
all.
said, "What?"
The homie said she cost 200 out there on Figueroa.
nah, that ain't the prices they be saying on the videos.
40, 50
So
bucks is crazy.
yeah, they make the prices they be saying on the videos. So I don't know, but I listen, if there's anything that if I would purchase it, it ain't that because I ain't out there like that. To me,
Yeah.
to me, if you're gonna do that, like you on some whole other stuff. We ain't gonna go into all that. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
We'll go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
We'll be there for the
yeah.
whole
Some other
show.
time. Some other time.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So y'all,
Stay tuned for the Polly show. We'll bring that.
It won't be on the same episode. That's two different things.
we really need to get some of those ladies who are workers, you know what I'm saying, maybe on the show, maybe interview them, maybe to see what their stories are, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
everybody's
Okay.
got a story.
Yeah,
Everybody's got a story.
yeah.
Everybody is somebody's child, you know what I'm saying, somebody's relative.
That's a fact.
There are people
Somebody's daughter.
when he posts those videos, there are people in the comments like, hey, that's my aunt. Hey, that's my cousin. Like,
Oh, wow.
so yeah.
I don't know if I would ever say it in the comment though, but
yeah, I'd be suspect of that.
I
a little
mean,
bit.
you
no,
know,
I mean, I'm saying I don't know if I would be like, hey, look at my auntie.
I mean, they claim people on death row. So I mean,
dang, that's a savage way of looking at it. That's true,
I mean, everybody's somebody's child. So you know, hey.
Yeah, you done kill. You got 50 bodies in the backyard. That's my uncle right there. Dang, that's crazy.
I would claim them, just not under the post.
Yeah, I
mean, it would be good if people mess with you. You know what I'm saying? If you know, folks been bullying you. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. You know, man. Listen, my uncle. You know what I'm talking about? It's Leatherface.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hey.
I'm asking. That's my guy. Don't fool with me.
Hey, he's got family. Somebody out there is his cousin. All right. All right. So before we jump into the fire, we got to make sure our people good as always. Trisha Michelle, you good this week?
You know what? I'm doing good. You know, I've been taking y'all on my shoulder journey.
Forehead.
My shoulder journey I've been on. And
Getting old, huh?
No. So it has nothing to do with any type of pulled muscle or anything like that.
You've been swinging on people.
It is pinched nerves. It is radiating down to my wrists.
You've been swinging on folks. Stop swinging.
I want to swing on folks because of the pain. But
it's just the natural reflexes, you know.
Yeah, now that we figured it out, some pinched nerves and things, now I gotta go deal with that. But I'm glad we kind of figured it out, and I guess it's light at the end of however long this tunnel is, but the pain ain't fun. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to navigate that, because I will be leaving to Dominican Republic next week. So yeah, I need my shoulder to get it together. Huh?
So you'll be out there with a pinched nerve. It'll be all right.
I'll for sure be out there with a pinched nerve, but I guarantee you I'll be a part of everything. What's gonna happen is the liquor gonna make it go away.
Oh Lord.
Or it might irritate it. Gotta be careful with that.
That's a fact.
No. So one thing for sure. So I've had a little drink, and I know that I never noticed that I don't feel it when I'm drinking.
Well, you're inebriated.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
So
it's
I don't feel the pain no more. So I'm just gonna go and stay lit and wake me up with a shot.
Well, I trust your judgment, and I know you're gonna have a great time. So yeah, there's that.
And I'll be using my meta glasses while I'm out there.
Oh yeah,
now, take us on an adventure
come on
with
tonight's show with the meta glasses on. But
now I'm not sure what you would have done with those, but all right.
Yeah,
record. That's it.
This guy. All right, Benji Banks, the man, the brand man. You good?
I'm solid, man. I'm good, man. Nothing to complain about. ABC 7 News was at the restaurant today, so that was super dope. So that should be up on the on the IG for R&R real soon. Today, tomorrow, something like that, whichever one. But other than that, man, just celebrating W's, celebrating wins, and glad I'm on this trajectory of everything kind of just lining up, you know, kind of how you want it. And I'm grateful for that. So yeah, nothing to complain about.
Yeah, ain't gonna do no good if you complain anyway, man. Complaining never made anything better, man. You just got to get out here and put foot to the ground and keep moving. You know what I mean?
Unless, you know what I'm saying, complaining in some cases where if you just feel like blessing somebody out. Now, I don't cuss, so, but if I can imagine if somebody been getting on your nerves all the time and you just give them holy hell for about 5 with a couple MFs and some Fs and all that, I'm sure you probably might feel a little better, but I don't know.
But that still ain't complaining. That's being
that's
proactive
not complaining.
in
That's
your
called
speech.
That's called crashing out and going off. That's
Yeah.
I
called
mean,
cursing out. That's what that's called. But you could
yeah,
do
but you
that
know what I'm
without
saying?
using all of those words. You could
The
still
reasoning
be
behind it, you
messing
know
up.
what I'm saying? Some people say they feel good when they let it release that, you know what I'm saying? Into,
Yeah.
when they, especially on a few people. It's like giving them a
Technically, if they
two-piece.
understood it, it's not the words, it's actual like heightened emotions and all that stuff that's
Yeah.
a part of it from
Endorphins
yelling.
is
So
what
you
they
could
call it.
literally yell and not say none of that and still feel like, you know. But
Yeah.
those words are colorful and they sound pretty sometimes.
It's something about blessing you out with a couple MFs. You know what I'm talking about? Like I've
Listen.
seen it at work. I've seen it at work.
Listen, this is sad to say. And I'm gonna say this and we're gonna move into our topic. Your boy used to like to cuss, man. When I was a
I
little
know.
kid, I
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I did too.
it felt
Oh, you was
good.
one of those
Hey,
little kids.
It
trust
felt
me, it
good.
do.
It
You was
felt
one of
good.
those
It
little
made
kids.
Nasty MF just
it
felt
made you feel
it was
grown. It
yeah.
made you feel
You was
like
one
you
of those that said
really
about 8
was.
in a sentence, huh?
It
Ooh,
made you feel like you really meant what you said, so they could
yeah.
understand it,
It was
right?
the seasoning. It felt like it was seasoning on the words
A
because
little
Negroes
seasoning
don't
salt.
listen and you say, you know what I'm saying? Can you take that trash out? You know what I'm saying? It just don't hear it. Can you take that?
Let me
It
tell
just
you, because I just did that 2 times regular to my son in a nice regular tone. I said it once, "Hey, make sure you do this. You left that in the sink."
see,
And then I came
see,
back and was like, "Hey, I
still there.
told you yesterday,
See,
I need that out the sink."
see,
He
I
ain't do
knew it.
nothing. I cut
I
the
knew it.
internet to the whole house and went off. And all of a sudden, "Why are you so mad?" "Oh, no, 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 don't play me."
See,
And
see,
now all of a sudden, at that point, everybody cleaning. They don't even know what to clean.
Facts.
Everybody
I
cleaning.
told you. I told you. I knew it. I knew I
But
was
it's
on the
You
like,
don't
right
why
want
I
the
track.
gotta
smoke
get
I
next.
knew
there?
it.
Like,
You don't
and
want
then
that
you want to
smoke
be like,
next.
Yeah.
shoot, I meant what
I'm
I
just saying.
said, but they didn't know I meant it till I said it like that.
I meant what I
Facts.
said, and I said what I mean.
So I
Facts.
understand, Ken. I
So it's
Yeah,
a
understand.
little
yeah.
it's just so some folks it's a little seasoning on the word. So, but yeah, I understand.
What
Something
my
about
teacher
Samuel L. Jackson saying
Oh
MF. It
yeah.
just
Now that was my
just
dad. If anybody could play my dad when my dad was up and at it, it'd be Samuel L.
yeah.
well, like my teacher used to say, you're gonna have to quit. You're gonna have to quit talking in cursive. So that's what she used to say. She said, "You're speaking in cursive."
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to like to speak in cursive.
Yeah, me too.
Fancy.
Yeah,
I had a
real fancy, big
yeah,
fancy words.
yeah. I was I used to be in that world too, so I
All
understand, kid.
right,
Yeah.
all right. So February is Black History Month, of course. So we're on a journey to celebrate the episodes devoted to Black classic movies all month long. This week we're kicking things off with Black classic love movies,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we've talked about the Black classic hood movies. Then we talked about the Black classic comedies last episode. So now we're gonna talk about some love. And these movies are, I think, between the comedy and the love, those are the two biggest, I guess, genres that I think people really are drawn to as movies that they hold near and dear to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the funny part about it is when I think about these movies, is some of us based our relationships at the time, and from that point, based off these movies, like what we were looking for, what we thought love would look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we thought we would experience. So let's just start here. So according to my Facebook post, I want to
Mm-hmm.
start with the list of some of the classics that people listed in their top 3. So, what we want you all to do in the comments is give us your top 3 classic Black love movies,
Mm-hmm.
right? So here's some of the movies that people listed. You're gonna hear some of your list too, I guarantee you. Love Jones, The
Mm-hmm.
Best Man, Poetic Justice, Brown Sugar,
Mm-hmm.
Jason's Lyric, What's Love Got to Do with It? Love and Basketball,
Mm-hmm.
The Photograph, The Wood, Mo Better Blues, Claudine,
Mm.
Inkwell, Just
Yeah.
Right, Sylvie's Love, Ruth and Boaz,
Yeah.
Baggage Claim, Sprung,
Yeah. Oh.
Jump in the Broom, A Journal for Jordan, For the Love of Ruth, And the last one on the list is Really Love. Now, some of those I never heard before, so I definitely got some work to do. I definitely got some homework, and I think some of y'all gonna have some homework too, because I know y'all heard some of those names of those movies and like, I ain't never seen that.
I ain't never heard of that. Yeah,
ain't never heard of that. So we got work to do. So, you know, I mean, that's the beauty of it. Learning something new when we tune in, when we come on the show, we always like to introduce the audience to something that you may not have been exposed to before. So I'm pretty sure some movies on there you hadn't seen, so you can check out. Now, I named all those movies. Fill out your top 3. So while we're thinking about that, before we went on our first date, before we ever said I love you to anybody, before we even knew what a red flag was, we learned love from where? TV shows and movies. TV shows and movies. That's where we learned love from, right? We watched poets fall in love and on sidewalks in Love Jones. We saw friendships turn messy into best man. We feel heartbreak on buses and box braids by watching Poetic Justice, right? And we believe destiny sounded like hip hop and brown sugar. These films gave us butterflies, right? You know what I'm saying? They made us feel some type of way. Some of these films gave us unrealistic expectations because we felt like, yeah, that's the way my love gonna be.
Right.
And some of them were just soundtrack for bad decisions. And because we were so young and dumb at that point, you know, we didn't know. We had no idea. So they showed us passion, pride, ego, forgiveness, and sometimes dysfunction dressed up as romance. So tonight, we got to ask the real question, right? Did these movies teach us how to love, or did they teach us how to struggle beautifully? So,
well, a lot of that is, yeah. Truth be told, a lot of that is what it was. How to struggle beautifully. Definitely, that's part of. I think that's part of Black culture, to be honest.
Okay. Well, Trish Michelle, how you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, but I feel like, you know, romanticize something that like might have confused us all sometimes about what love really is. So yeah, the struggle in it, but like some of that sometimes wasn't really love when you boil down to some of it. So, but I mean, we all took that, like you said, it was our foundation of what love was. So maybe that might have misguided us through a couple of years of a couple of relationships.
Well,
but you know,
I'll say this. I can't say that's not what love was. That's not what love was for us, right? Because for so many people, love looks way different for everybody. And I think sometimes we don't understand somebody else's love, and that's okay. And people don't understand our love, and that's okay, because it's not their love, it's our love. So that's the beauty of it. So let's start here. If you could tell me any movie that shaped your idea of what relationships would look like growing up, give me one movie that you can just name that kind of gave you an idea for what you thought you were looking for early in life.
Oh, Mahogany for sure for me.
Okay, talk to us about that, because I'm pretty sure, again, that's a movie from the 70s, and most people, you know, most people won't know it right off. So talk to us a little bit about Mahogany.
Well, how I grew up, this is what was portrayed. Like the old heads that I was around, they portrayed, they wanted to be like Billy D. Williams. You get what I'm saying? The smooth talking, hair slicked back. You get what I'm saying? We got our game, or I saw the game from that perspective. So we're talking about a movie, like a romantic movie about, Mahogany, where he's smooth, he's dapper. He's not the thugged out type of dude. He's the classy dude who keeps his nails done, you get what I'm saying? Nails is probably the wrong word. He's manicured, he's well put together, he's dressed well, he speaks well, he treats women well, he approaches women well. Like all of that type of stuff, right, was in the mix. So we got our game from that. And so I saw that trying to be on display. But of course, when you're going up in the hood, you tend to, kind of generate more or navigate more toward the thug love. But Mahogany was that type of flick where you got class. It was like this class approach. And then when you saw that, it was like, yeah, I wanted to be like that. So I always wanted what that looked like to a degree, but it just wasn't modeled for me in a lot of ways. So
All right. All right. Trish Michelle, how about you? What's a movie that kind of shaped how you thought relationships would be early?
Mm, I guess I'll say because I was a tomboy. I played basketball, so loving basketball was gonna be my story.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna be Sanaa Lathan. Like that was me. She is me. I am her. Like I was gonna have my basketball love story and all that. Like, but yeah. I mean, I just think also just even her, even as herself portraying like the character. Like, I think she carries herself a way that I like still to this day, and just in it all, just the growing up together and instead of doing all this romantic little stuff, like when it came to fight for love, it was really like just, it kind of talked to me. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. I like that. So, oh, and she still didn't let go of what she wanted. She stayed on top of what like driven and like those things was like, okay, like that's what I want. And it probably is still parts of me now because I'm still a tomboy and I still definitely be about certain things. I'm still gonna go for certain things regardless. And you go jump
Right.
on the train or not, but it's we going. So, yeah.
All right.
For sure.
For me, it was actually The Last Dragon, right? The Last Dragon was a classic movie for us growing up in the 80s. It was everything for a while. Like,
Mhm.
what I'm saying, as corny as Bruce Lee was, like we wanted to be him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And of course, when you see Vanity Six, you know what I'm saying, the group, but when you see the lead singer Vanity, like she was just everything that a dude was looking for at that time.
Yeah.
So you figure, hey, if I can be as corny as he is, but be, what I'm saying, in that lane of discipline and just being himself, you know what I'm saying, and still getting a girl, that's what I was looking for. Cause, when I was young, I wasn't tall. I wasn't this. I didn't have all those, you know what I'm saying. I didn't check a lot of boxes, as they say, as a
Right.
kid, you know what I'm saying, as far as being the cool guy. So I was like, hey, if he's corny and they're calling him a cornball and he's this guy, I'm gonna go learn karate and I'm gonna get the girl.
Not
So
karate, huh?
yeah. So that's what I figured I would do. But there was redeeming qualities in that character, Bruce Lee World, when he was pursuing love that I did really learn about. And like I said, being himself and what I'm saying, just understanding that, sometimes it takes time. It doesn't happen when you think it might happen, but it'll happen when the time is right. And that's what happened in his situation. He met her, he ran into her a couple of times and it just didn't happen. And he was smitten from the first time he saw her, but no connection, right? Tried again, no connection. And then he didn't really lock in until the end of the movie, right? So, so there's those things that you learn throughout that movie, but that's what I kind of, what I'm saying, grew to, have my first real movie that kind of shaped my idea of how I thought my relationships would be.
For sure. That makes
Right.
sense.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So it now I ain't gonna lie to you. It did confuse me a little bit because when you get to looking at these movies and you get to trying some of this stuff in the movies and they don't play out the way you thought the way you thought it was, you like, wait a minute, somebody lied.
Found out that this was a movie, huh?
Right.
Yeah,
Somebody lied.
Somebody lied. It didn't quite work out that way, but hey, that's the beauty of life, man. You learn, you live and you learn, and you can learn from a bunch of different stuff. So, at this point, I want to hear those lists, right? I'm interested to hear these lists. So, so the first week I went first. Last week, Trish Michelle went first. So, Benji, you're up first this week, my guy. Let's hear your top three, and to the audience, put your top three in the comments. We want to see those top three lists. Benji, top three.
Honorable mention, Pretty Woman. The reason it started is it's not a black film, but Pretty Woman I grew up watching. Had to be on my list. I was like, I gotta put it on there.
It ain't honorable then. This is Black History Month. Not in my Black History Month, you ain't. Not in my Black History Month, you ain't.
I knew Negroes was gonna get
How
fired
does
up
this
for that one.
dishonor to your family?
This
Dishonor.
guy.
My dishonorable mention.
Jeez, not
All right.
about Black History
This
Month.
guy.
So Mahogany, What's Love Got to Do with It, and Poetic Justice were my three. I struggled between Mahogany and Poetic Justice being my number one, but I'm gonna go with Poetic Justice. I was literally going with that up until time, but Poetic Justice is my number one flick because it felt realistic. Like Pac wasn't playing somebody that you couldn't be relatable to. Like he's just a male dude trying to rap, trying to hustle, trying to do his thing, and who wasn't trying to go after the finest girl that you could pull off. You didn't care if you had the money or you didn't have the money. Like if she was fire and you was confident, like you would pull up on her. Like you didn't care. Who didn't try to do that as a young buck? And truth be told, some ugly dudes pulled the fine girl in real life. So that was my number one, and that one was something that I dig about that movie. There's a lot I dig about that movie, but Poetic Justice is my number one.
Benji like toxic love.
You know he do. If you ain't Benji toxic, she's a little bit.
Nah, but I feel you though. I feel you on your breakdown. There again, when you look at these movies and you start seeing parts of the movies that really speak to you as a person.
Right.
Those are the movies that are best for you. Of course, those are the movies that you probably stick with you the rest of your life.
Right.
But that's the beauty of it, man. When you go to see the movies and people say, "Have you ever cried in a movie? Have you ever just felt a certain way?" Those are the ones that I think that hit home the most when you have a character in a movie that kind of reminds you of yourself. You can relate to them.
Facts. And because of, like I said, the way I grew up, I saw this stuff. Like, for example, with What's Love Got to Do with It? Like, that hit home. Like that movie, not the music part of it, but I was around that type of lifestyle. I'm talking about from up, down, left, right, the cocaine, the wildness, the craziness. Man, there's stuff I saw as a kid that was like, what in the world? Can you imagine coming home and seeing the whole kitchen just full of blood and your father-in-law done got cut up, the whole nine, everything. Like this is stuff I saw. So it's like, yo, like this is crazy. So it just makes it super relatable. But then it also gives you that back end perspective as you mature. You'd be like, yo, like I never want to be in that type of situation. But these little pieces of these movies are very, very, very relatable in how I was raised up. So that's kind of why I put mine in those in my top. So
yeah, just make sure you don't hit nobody with no boot.
Man, listen, listen, dog. I done seen it all. When I say I done seen it all, man, I done seen it all. So that's why I had to put the honorable mention. A Pretty Woman.
This guy.
Because I'm trying to tell you, dog, I done seen some crazy stuff. And that one, although it was crazy as well, because who picks up a chick off the street? But I mean, hey,
a lot of dudes. Figueroa. We just talked about that. What you mean?
Figueroa. I like the way you think, my man. On a dive. That is very true, though.
I mean,
that is very true.
That's what she was. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a fact.
That's absolutely what she was.
If you've been in Vegas, you are very familiar with Backpage. You know what I'm saying? Like Vegas, you ain't got to go to them. They come to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hey, this is the life I've lived. I've seen it, and crazy enough, it's just too relatable in a whole bunch of ways. So yeah, there we go.
Okay. All right, Trish Michelle, you're up next. Let's hear that top three.
I mean, my top is Love and Basketball. That's just, I'm a little younger, but I still have the good ones though. So Love Jones. And then Brown Sugar, but also like so Brown Sugar and The Best Man kind of was like
Neck and neck.
for
Yeah.
me and my like trying to put them in there. Love and Basketball tops them all. It's just it was my story. It was my movie. I still watch it over and over and over. Like that's just my movie. That just is what it is. I
Sanaa
kind of gave a
Lathan.
little sprinkle as to why, but I like that love story in there. Minus the little part where he got with old girl for a second, should have socked him. But yeah.
I mean, you know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And like Benji was saying, Sanaa Lathan was bubbling at that time. Like anything that was hot, she
Oh, you
was
bubbling.
probably in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
She
she
you
was
was in her
probably in it.
and Tay. They was both in a lot of
Oh,
these
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty girls like that. I'm sure them roles weren't that hard to get at all. I know she put the work in, but yeah, to have
Let
the
me tell you, even
personality.
down to like, because she had the little scar in the movie. I got the
Mhm,
little scar on my face, like right where she
mhm.
have it at too. So I was like, that's me.
And the crazy thing I have to mention about Sanaa real quick is she's a double. If you see
Yeah,
her mom, it
yeah,
looked
Yeah,
like God said hit the copy button because she
yeah.
looked just like her mom. So there's
yeah.
two of those beautiful ladies floating around in this world. That's crazy. But yeah, she was in some dope movies, and she's still a dope actress to this day. But she ran it at that time. I think she was actually probably, we could say, definitively, she was the it girl at that time. Like
Facts,
if you wanted
For
your movie
sure.
to be fire, you had to put Sanaa Lathan in there.
facts.
All right, so Trisha Michelle, that was your top movie,
Mm.
Love and Basketball. Who's your favorite character? And let's talk about similarities to your life. Give us a little bit of detail of how it all came together for you.
Okay. Well, I mean, Sanaa Lathan for sure. For one, like I was talking about her, like just balancing life and being like tomboyish and trying to navigate like being a tomboy. And I wasn't really like super girly in any type of way like that. So like the whole wearing a dress and figuring out makeup and the older sister that was a little bit more into like the makeup and all this other stuff and into boys. And I'm just like, I don't care about none of this. But and then trying to figure all that stuff out. And I used to laugh with the whole, oh, she going prom with Spalding. Where are they gonna be? Spalding? I'm like, watch that. It's gonna be my date.
Right.
So like it just, a lot about her. And I even I swear, I'm telling you, down to the scar on the face. Like I got the scar on my face. So I swore like I was her. But I mean, I played basketball. I can't say I wanted somebody in sports that I was gonna have my little love story with. But which is crazy to him with I mean, he basketball, went to college, played basketball. He played basketball for a minute. If he didn't get injured, he's, pretty good guy, but an injury took him out. You know?
Right, right.
No. But no, I mean, and then she didn't let love and all that diminish like her ambition, and that's just me. Like I'm still, I love, but at the same time, like I got to get to it. I got to handle like,
Right.
but it's also kind of like shows a partnership between like equals, and that's something that I always wanted. Like you do your thing, I do my thing. I support you. Like that's that supportive love. Like I like that too. So I like the competitive Black woman that also was a little learning how to figure out how to be soft. So that's me.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it's dope. I mean, I'm loving hearing the similarities that you saw in yourself in these movies. And I can see that, knowing what I know of you now, I can definitely see, what I'm saying, those similarities. And that movie was a great movie. When I was going through my list, I definitely was on the fence with that one being in my
Yeah.
top 3 because people who know me know I love that movie as well. But there was just something about the movies that I did put in my top 3.
Right.
And and I'll let y'all know about those. But Trisha Michelle, I definitely, trust me. I can see it and I understand. I understand fully.
Did you have a jumper though? Is the question.
No, I was pretty good, man. And then look how I got injured. Let me tell you how I ended up getting injured too. So I jumped up high as heck and packed the heck out of this girl ball, hyperextended my knee, but I was all balling. Get that shit out of
Oh,
here. But yeah.
Did you say that though? Did you say that when you blocked
Yeah,
it?
me and my homegirl, that's one of my little we was actually pretty pretty crazy on the court when it came to talking shit, and like we gonna shoulder check you and everything. Like we doing all that as we walking off, and yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. I feel you. That's how I used to play.
I can
People who
see
know
it. I
me,
can see it.
people who know me, and people who play basketball against me and with me, they know that that's my MO. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say that every time I block your shot, get that out of here.
Get it out.
I'm gonna talk. It was just me, and I'm physical. So but yeah. So I respect it. I respect
Yeah.
it. That's love. That's love. All right. So for me, here's my top 3. Number 1 is Brown Sugar. Number 2, Love Jones. And number 3, Jason's Lyric. All right.
Yeah, this
So
nigga was a dope flick for me.
so for me, my top 2 were centered around music and poetry, which for me was essential to me as a teenager, especially because I was really into writing. I was really into, heavy into music. So those spoke to me when I saw those movies, especially Love Jones, because Love Jones came out in the 90s when I was still in high school. So, it was one of those films where it was like, man. And then let's not forget, Love Jones had a very, very, very dope soundtrack.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of those portions of the movie, but I'm telling you, Brown Sugar was special for me. Right now, it was one of those movies where when I looked at it and I saw the characters and I saw the movie itself and saw how everything played out, I was like, wait a minute, somebody had a hidden camera on my life. Because how are these characters so similar to the situation that I previously had with my best friend growing up, right? Me and her met when we were kids, and we just had this, as they say, we were kindred spirits. Like we just connected immediately. From the first day we met, we just connected. And we started talking, and we started talking about rap, and she was like, oh, these rap groups. She had an older brother, right? I think her brother is probably 10 to 12 years older than her. So he listened to a lot of hip hop. So she was really into it. So, as a teenager, I'm running around listening to Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, and this stuff. And I'm not expecting a girl to be telling me she's listening to this hardcore rap. But when she said that, I'm like, my antennas went up immediately. Like, wait a minute. Wait. You mean to tell me you know these groups? Not only do you know these groups, but you can quote bars. You can quote
bars.
rap songs from them. Oh,
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh wow. This is refreshing. Like it was just, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like I think that was the first time I ever felt like they said a euphoric feeling. I was like, wait a minute. This can't be real. Okay. All right. All right. We go on. We push on. Right. So we remain friends, remain best friends throughout high school. So it got to a point to where, your hormones get to raging when you get older, 16, 17. You start seeing things. You're like, wait a minute, wait. I kind of like this girl. I wonder if I ask her, can we, is it possible to take it to the next level? What the response would be. And it was very similar to the movie where they had angst about crossing that line of, being a friend from being a best friend, because you don't want to try that and then end up losing your best friend because you tried to be more than that. So that's what it ended up being. Like we never dated, we never went through any of that. But but later on in life, I'm saying, not in our adulthood, but when we were still like in college age, after I left and went to school, she did express to me that she was having some second thoughts about it. But by that time, I was already dating somebody else. So it was like, I couldn't, so if you've seen Brown Sugar, the stuff that I'm telling you, you can tell that there's a lot of parallels to my story and that story.
Yeah.
So that movie will forever speak to me in a different way because it was like I lived it.
Yeah.
Right. So so that's why that's my number one movie. But the number one character in the movie for me, my favorite character in the movie is not even one of the main characters, is actually Mos Def. In the movie, he's a cab driver, and they call him Cav. But he's a cab driver in the movie, and the reason why he's my favorite character in the movie is because he is the level head, to keep it real, bring you
Right,
back to
right,
reality. And luckily for me, I had a few friends like that that kept me grounded. And you need
right.
somebody like that in your circle at all times that's gonna tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or
Man.
not, and whether you
Facts.
feel it or not. He's still gonna keep it 100 with you. And I had those in my corner. So thank you to my guys that kept it
Yeah.
100 with me, that kept me grounded, because without them, man, I probably would have made some terrible decisions, right?
Right.
But man, it's just, just thinking about these movies that we listed and on our top threes, man, it's essential to our lives and our journeys to see these type of things, so we can see what we have a possibility of being, what we have a possibility of learning from,
Yeah.
but also what we don't want,
Facts.
right? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, when I saw What's Love Got to Do, I'm like, I don't want that.
Facts.
Man.
Facts.
I don't
Like,
want no
no,
parts of that.
Ain't that one of your favorite ones, Benji?
yeah, that's number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
What's love got to do with it? Spoke like again. I picked mine based off of of course, each one of them good acting and all so forth and so on.
Yeah.
But man, seeing that as a kid, now you gotta remember, like I saw this stuff at 6, 7, 8 years old. Like
Yeah.
I saw.
Mhm.
So when you see it in the movies, you're thinking like, yo, in the back of your head, you're like, yo, like he got away with that at that time. You get what I'm saying? I know it because I seen a lot of stuff that happened in my household of people got away with it. And it's like, yo, like, but as time evolves and time goes on, you realize, man, that stuff you can't do that stuff like that no more. Right. So it was crazy, yo. It was wild. It was wild coming up as a young.
Yeah. So, like I said, I completely understand that too. We all have
Yeah.
different lived experiences. So,
Right.
of course, that's the beauty of it. We're all going to have different, insights on, the movies that we pick and our list and why we picked it. So, just thinking of that, Trish Michelle, what's one scene that stands out from your number one movie that you could tell people about?
Mm, the Double or Nothing,
Mm,
Yeah, I come back, it was love expressed through action and, through competition, and it just was kinda spoke to, like, their love story, like, you know, pride being dropped, and let's just put it all out there on the court, and, let's it was very powerful, vulnerable moment, like, in the movie, and it was about love, and not rescue and not all these flowers and crying at the window. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. But it just put a twist on how to get your person back or try to, this my last chance, last opportunity. So it was two ambitious people trying to choose each other, and they went at it, and we both was, anybody watching that scene is like, ooh, like, if you there for uh Monica, you like, okay, like, she gonna get it, she gonna get him, like, and it don't play out that way. You like, dang.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right,
And
right.
so you watch, them walk away from it, and it take like that's real too. And so to take that, it's circle back to if you let it go, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be type thing. And it's like that moment is where somewhere in life, like you have a lot of things that happen where you just gotta let it go. You gotta watch it walk off, or you gotta allow it to in certain things, and maybe you'll find out, what life is without it and go from there. So I think that's a big example in many dynamics in our lives.
For sure.
Dope. All right, so Benji Banks, the man in the brand, like, give me a scene, man, from your top movie that stands out that you can tell people about.
Anyone that had Janet Jackson smiling.
Man, come on, man.
Anyone that why
His favorite scenes were when Chicago was brushing his hair. Was brushing his hair.
right, like
All right, so in Poetic Justice, it kind of deviates kind of from the whole love aspect of it, and just kind of puts it into this life perspective. When you hungry and you pull up to the barbecue and you just like, you know what I'm saying? Cut Pete. It's like, wait a minute. Like you pulled up on some barbecue, you know what I'm saying? You don't know these folks from Adam to Eve, like you don't know nothing what's going on, but you hungry in the mud because you traveling. and you just see the barbecue, and you just like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, cousin on your so-and-so side. And man, folks was able to get a good plate and chill out, you know what I'm saying, and eat and hang out. So kind of deviate from the love part of it, and it just kind of simplified and made it super, super, super simple. And I don't know if I've ever done that in life, but I'm sure there's somebody that has, and just pulled up with like a wedding crasher type thing.
Yeah.
And just pull up and you get, you know what I'm saying? You get you some grub, you know what I'm saying? And I know the barbecue was hidden. I know it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing that scene, like I really thought about that sometimes.
Facts,
I've been
facts.
places and I'd have seen these parties, you know, the little parties in the park, and you know what I'm saying, the family reunions. I'm like, man, you know what? Hey, I can roll up in there and you know, they you know, I get some love just long enough to get a plate. Right. And then eat and dip. That's all I need to do. I don't need to be there for about 30, 45 minutes and I'm good.
I done thought about it many times.
I'm your fifth cousin on your auntie, nephew, them, like all of that old crazy stuff. My wife still be trying to tell me, like, this is your family on so and so from your fourth. I'd be like, man, I don't know all of that stuff. It's like I don't know.
Like, where to do that?
Well, yeah, I don't care about all of that. I'm your fifth cousin on your auntie Leroy and Johnny May's side.
You better be careful because people out here marrying their cousins and don't know it. So that's the key part to that.
That is a fact. You got to be careful.
As
just go get you a plate though.
Kissing cousins.
You know what I'm saying? Watching all the buns and all that kind of stuff. You know
watching all the buns, see?
Watching all the buns.
Burger buns and booty buns.
Yeah. You grab my buns a little bit. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? Just regular stuff. You get what I'm saying? You at the function, you know what I'm saying? You know it's all part of the scope, right? So it's just hilarious. So that's what made that movie kind of, you know what I'm saying, just a little fun. So
yeah.
A little laid back moment.
Yeah. So like I said, that's definitely a standout scene, you know what I'm saying, in the movie that if people seen it, they definitely remember that scene for sure.
Facts.
All right. So the one scene for me from Brown Sugar was when they were on the bench. The two main characters were sitting on the bench in the park and they were talking about, you know, what they used to do when they were growing up, just kind of reminiscing, and they started rapping Common's song, I Used to Love Her. Right. And if you know that's one of the quintessential hip hop songs that represents hip hop to the fullest, right? If you know that song. And they were talking about how hip hop made them feel. And Tay Diggs' character in the movie says that song reminds me of us. And the look that she had on her face in that scene said everything.
Right.
Because it was like, oh, okay, so maybe he understands how I feel. Because if you know the movie, she felt like, okay, I feel something with him. And she thought that when she moved back home, that they could rekindle and they could be around each other and maybe, you know what I'm saying, really see what's up, really see what's good with the relationship. But when she arrives, he got a girl. And he's seriously dating this chick, and then he ends up getting married to this chick. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you the movie because some of y'all probably still have not seen it. You need to see it,
you know,
but you know, it's just that moment where she looked and was like, so you like in Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance.
It was like, oh.
So yeah, okay. So maybe we are on the same page. It was like a little false hope, but it really wasn't a false hope because he said some things and he didn't know. I don't think he really understood how he felt at that time. Right. Until there was a point where she was in a relationship with somebody else and he was about to lose her. So it was like, okay, we're best friends, but I don't want to lose you, because we already know that even though, you know, that was my best friend growing up, once we got with the people that we're with now and we got into our relationships and things of that nature, that friendship diminished. It truly did. Like, we're cool with each other, but we don't talk all the time and things like that. Right. Like we were. So there are some concerns when you have situations like that. So I understood that to the fullest. Like, it was a big risk. right? Going into that. So anytime you're in a situation where you're friends with somebody for a long time and then you decide to take it to another level, there's risk involved.
Facts.
And
Yeah, that's a fact.
yeah, you might not be able to salvage that friendship afterward, depending on how things end. Or it might end beautifully with you all being together, because we always preach that friendship is the foundation for love, right? For long
Yeah.
lasting love. They got to be
Fact.
your friend first, and they need to be eventually your best friend before you marry them, because it's gonna be days where you're not in love. There's gonna be days where that person gets on your last nerve. But if they're your best
Yeah.
friend, y'all locked in, and it's more. It's levels to it. So that's the
It's
beauty
definitely
behind that
different.
film. Yeah.
That's what when you start speaking on that, I was like, well, now I didn't know or say that that was gonna be my love story, because that is definitely my male best friend downstairs. But it was not the male best friend that I was like trying to talk to and whatever throughout
Mhm.
time while I had dudes and whatnot. Like,
Right.
but then later in life, we like,
Let's
let's
check
try to
it out.
talk. And then it just didn't line up. So we like, never mind. It ain't that type of thing. Like, and then it was like, okay, maybe we should not play around and actually try.
Mhm.
Let's go on a date actually. And then now here we are. So
Yeah.
that's my best friend turned Bookie.
Uh, I
All
dig
right.
it. I dig it.
All right. Well, yeah. See, I mean, I take away from this, and we'll shift to the next segment of the show. Always remember that people change, but love is timeless. So
Mhm.
if
Fact.
it's meant for you to be with somebody, you will be. That's what I
Yeah,
believe. And if it's not, it's cool. Things
it's fact.
happen. We move on. All right. So let's ask this question for the both of you. Could your top film be remade today? And would it
Mm.
still be relevant? Just the way
Mm,
it is.
Mm.
it could be remade today. Yeah. I mean, it's sports, basketball, love. Like I think people could still relate to that.
Yeah, I think Love
Um,
Jones definitely could for sure.
yeah, I mean, exactly the same way they could. Yeah, they probably try to stick in some existence of NIL deals and social media and all this other stuff. But
Yeah.
exactly, I think as is, it could still exist today and be a great movie. Still, I think they could remake it; it'd be good.
Yeah. I
I
think
think. Go ahead, Ken.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about Poetic Justice because I'm like a mail truck, like going across. I don't know. I'm stuck, but I do think the
He
idea
would be
of a
considered a
person
bum
hustling.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
get
does.
what I'm
So
saying?
I was gonna say, so it's a little different when you were talking about you ain't gotta make money to like get the
Yeah,
prettiest girl. In my head, I'm thinking, well, now they talking about you gotta have six figures and something
yeah.
all that 6 figures, 6 feet, six. So he wouldn't have made
Bro,
it.
you gotta pay before you even go on a date these days.
Fact, especially
Yeah,
You
for
gotta take a deposit.
that chick.
they will
The
be
chick he
talking
was trying
about
to
that
pull up.
movie all over social media.
Yeah,
It will
I
go
don't know.
viral, but for the wrong reasons.
Facts.
He got broke boy energy. He got broke
Yeah.
boy energy all
Absolutely,
over him.
Now there's
absolutely.
pieces of it you can use, but because the rap aspect, he was, trying to do that part of it. So I know there's some struggling rap artists out there, but yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know if it
it
can
would
be
do
remade.
horrible in today's.
Yeah, I don't think people
It's
would pull
unrelatable
up
by
on that.
far for the
Yeah.
unrealistic, which is everyone now. The actual down to earth, realistic
Yeah,
kind of girl that used to be that 90s type of girl, what type thing ain't even a thing.
Yeah.
So all this new age women that swear you got to be this, that, and the third in order just to
wouldn't
talk
even
to
get a
them,
shot.
pay my bill just to talk to me first. There's a couple of them like
Yeah.
yeah, that movie ain't gonna make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know. So
agree.
I'm on the fence about that one. So
I
yeah,
agree. No, I think I agree with Trisha Michelle. I don't think that movie could make it. Just the
facts.
way it is, it would definitely have to be have a little twist to it in order to
Yeah,
change some things. But
Yeah,
just taking it exactly how it is,
he would have to
and
land a bomb ass job in the first 10 minutes.
yeah,
a mail truck going across.
yeah,
He would
yeah,
be
Yeah,
going to
nah,
the interview as soon as it opened for leaving the
it
mail
ain't
place, going to an interview and getting something
it,
crazy.
yeah,
Then
it
the
ain't gonna
hey,
elevator.
pop
dude.
now.
And do dudes want waves again nowadays? Do we?
Yeah, of course. There's a whole community of
Yeah, I'm like,
guys. If you go to
there's
TikTok,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, if you go to
Yeah.
TikTok, like there's a wave community. So yeah, that's still there.
Okay.
That's still a thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just it's just a lot of bald head dudes, so you wouldn't know about
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you got them
it.
bald and with the beard is the thing
Yeah,
nowadays. So I
I
don't
it's
know.
think
a
I just
fact.
seen Trey Songz perform bald headed.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's another story. He don't
I
shave
mean,
it
I'm
off
just saying,
dreads.
speaking of bald heads.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So which film do you think now this is where the controversy comes in. And we talk about GOAT all the time of everything, right? So of this genre, the black classic love film, if you could pick one to be considered the GOAT, which film do you think it could possibly be? Because I know this is terribly hard.
Easy for me. It would be Boomerang.
Okay. Trish Michelle?
There's so many. Like I'm biased with loving basketball, but I mean, there's Waiting to Excel.
Mhm.
There, those different ones. Boomerang, but I mean, I probably go with Waiting to Excel. And that's actually like booming right now too. They're doing Waiting to Excel's parties with women, Waiting to Excel parties with women.
Yeah, I think
Like
it's
it's like
coming
a
back in
thing to
style.
like, and I think that's pretty dope. So I'm a go with Waiting to Excel.
All
Okay.
right. I can't deviate. I'm even though Brown Sugar is my number one, I think the possible my vote would be Love Jones
Okay.
because it's the ultimate romantic
Yeah.
film, right? It's the ultimate, hope type of
Mhm.
film, and I think that, regardless to the adaptations of it, like it's timeless. Like that
Mhm.
story that you could tell for many different ethnicities. If you want to really just remix it
Yeah.
and change it,
Yeah.
like you could do that for a number of different people, different audiences, and it's still gonna ring the same, right? So I think that that's the biggest thing
I
that stood out
agree.
to me about that movie is
Right.
it crosses, you know what I'm saying, into different lanes, and it's still gonna have the same meaning.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
Which y'all right now, Love Jones is on Tubi.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
Okay.
randomly
Okay.
like 2 weeks ago, I was like, "Oh," and I just turned it on. Just,
Yeah.
Ah,
So let's do this. People, Tubi is not for just ghetto movies and
it's a
hood
fact.
movies.
yeah.
They
That's
have
good stuff on there.
great old school movies on there. They have great
Mhm.
new movies. They have recently acquired the rights to a lot of classic cartoons that we used to
They did
watch.
actually, yeah.
So like stop with the Tubi. Tubi is the parallel to Spirit Airlines,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where they get a
Yeah.
bad rap, but they're really not that bad.
Fact.
It's really not. You can find some really great even Tubi originals. Now, I think that's where the comes in at. It's some of the Tubi originals, but outside of that, like they do have the classics, the cartoons, the movies, everything. And like I said, you can go find a lot of the movies that you haven't seen in a while that you love so much. They're on there.
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie to you. Yeah, I've seen some very, very dope storylines on Tubi with
Yeah.
shoddy acting and
right.
shoddy
That's the
camera
part.
work and stuff like that because I've seen boom mics come down at the top,
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
They
But the
had one where the dog
storyline
was a
was
person.
good. Well,
Oh,
see,
Lord.
I've seen some where the storyline. I'm gonna get some lists together, and we're gonna talk about this. But I'm gonna send my people the list of some movies and let y'all check them out so y'all can see. And I might
Yeah.
post it on social media as well for y'all to see, so y'all
Yeah,
can
no, send it to me
understand
because
that.
I like to find a good Tubi movie.
Yeah,
I'm not even
because
gonna lie.
it's some good movies and there's some good comedy movies on Tubi
Mhm.
that are very funny, and very interesting storylines as well. So yeah, there are some great movies on Tubi, but Tubi gets a bad rap.
Now,
I mean,
meanwhile, we
because
got
they get you in your
Shamar.
infancy. They get some
Yeah.
of the guys who are just
Wait
starting
a
up.
minute.
So,
Wait a minute. Trisha Michelle sends me this video of Shamar
Coming fresh off
Oh,
of our Black Comedy Classics week.
Shamar as Debo on Friday. I'm like,
Friday. Yeah,
I
that
done
one is
seen it
hilarious.
all.
Right.
It
That
was
right there
y'all gotta
was
go watch the clip, go look it up.
ah
It
It's
is
gonna have
hilarious.
y'all sitting there like, I know you lying.
y'all inbox us. I'll send you. I'll forward. Literally, if you inbox me, Big Ken on Fire on IG, Big
Yeah.
Ken on Facebook. You type in the fire session. Send us a message. I will send you the clip of
Yeah.
Shamar as Debo, so you can laugh your head off because
It's
this
hilarious.
is now that one. I'm gonna be like, man, listen. See, this is why Tubi gets a bad rap.
And this is
Right.
why. So and it reminded me of when we were choosing who we would have play who, and I'm like,
See?
who sat there and thought Shamar, yes,
Debo.
perfect. Like
That
it's
is hilarious.
wild.
We got some
And-
interesting characters out there. So
And I'm gonna just say this: in the way he got off that bike, oh my god!
Look, he was about to fall. He couldn't even, he got that little thing going on. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Oh man! All right. So if you're familiar with the show, we got a segment of our show where we talk about the broke people, right? We talk about the broke people, broke experiences. Yeah, and it's just a lot that goes into the broke experience, but let's get into it. Let's talk for a minute about our broke chronicles. All right.
you got it, man.
So in tying this into the genre of films we're talking about tonight, the Black Love, I wanted to ask a question, right? With the Black Love, we see the movies, and throughout the movies we see dating, we see buying of gifts, wasting money. So I wanted to ask, have you ever wasted money on a date or a gift for somebody that you found out something about, or that you ultimately realized that they were truly unworthy of it?
Oh
Trisha
yeah.
Michelle, talk to me.
Every ex that I ain't with, you motherfuckers wasting my money. No, no. I'm definitely like I'm that chick that's like I'm gonna buy you gifts. I'll take you out to dinner. Like I'll do something like whatever. Like I
Right.
like to plan little stuff or whatever. So yeah, I ain't gonna name person or nothing, but I definitely had a what was it? Was it a night out there? No, I think we just went out like a day in San Diego, like some hanging out, some daytime stuff, and then went to eat. We had little activities throughout the day. But I'm telling you, the face that that was going on the whole time, like, and just the lack of emotional communication that was a part of it. And I'm like, I could have. So I'm like, I'm not gonna cause no scene. We're gonna finish this because by the time I made it to dinner is when I was over it. Like I was over it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna finish this out. We're gonna wrap this up because never again. Like never again will I ever. And if I gotta be with somebody, especially because I like to give, like I like to do stuff where I feel like you're ungrateful or you whatever, and or if you not here, then there's somewhere else you could be. Like, so I'm not gonna say like we didn't have a conversation, like, hey, what's going on with you? Because you never know what's going on with a person. I don't know. So I'm emotionally intelligent and connected. So I'm trying to figure out what the gap is, what's going on. Because for one, you're not gonna play in my face. So if that's the case, good day.
Mhm.
But outside of that, like, had a conversation about it and it just was a waste of a day for me. Like it was waste of I forgot how much money because it was a nice rooftop, like steakhouse. It was a like throughout it was well over like probably 500 for the day.
Didn't get no draws.
Like,
Dang.
and I could have just been like,
Didn't get no draws. Good Lord.
Half a stack. Ooh.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that half a stack would have hurt. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah. So
All
Mm.
right. I understand. Benji Banks, the man, the brand, man. I know you done been out here tricking. Talk to us about it.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I got plenty of them. I was trying to narrow them down to the one. Normally they're pretty solid, but I met this chick one time. First date was at one of my sleeper restaurants. Great restaurant. I still remember the coconut shrimp from this spot. So fire. And chocolate chicks, fine, long legs, pretty, the whole nine, everything, all of that. So I decided, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I like this chick. Let me kick. And I remember telling her, I'm gonna get you. So yeah, that's how I was back in the day. So I did my thing. But I found out real quick she's not a beach girl. So planned the whole little thing down in Oceanside. One of my dopest spots I liked up there is the Orfilla Winery. So dope, so dope. Right on the little water, hold on, whatever. And weather wasn't cooperating. So instead of it being, 70s, it was really like in the 50s. So it was a little bit too cold to be out at the beach. Now I done paid for everything, did the driving, gas, hotel, everything. And all this chick did was complain. And at the time I was pissed off because I'm like, it was cold, but I'm like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna enjoy myself anyway. I done paid for everything. So yeah, I'm out there on the beach water, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't dressed like you out on the beach. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you ain't dressed like you it's not cold, like you dressed totally different. And it was cold, dog. And I was like, all right, dang. So didn't even stay the night. Ended up pissed at this chick. I got in my car and I left. So I went back home. I was done. It was just everything paid for. I ended up leaving. We didn't even stay the night. None of that. It was just a whole total complain. And again, I'm like, shoot, didn't even get to explore everything I wanted to explore. Wanted to explore her some more too, but that was a whole nother story. So it was a whole bunch of problems. I went home. I was like, forget it. And I'll never forget when I dropped her off, I threw her Uno cards on the floor and I dipped right outside.
Uno cards and hit reverse.
Yeah. It was gone. I'll never forget it.
I like that, Trisha Michelle.
I'll never forget it.
So
like yeah.
All right. Well, for me, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I can't say it was a date or a gift. It was a whole relationship.
See?
I think it was just a total
I feel you
waste
already.
of time and money because I don't say that about a lot of the young ladies that I dated, but this one, it just in retrospect, it just felt like a bunch of wasted time and effort, all for nothing. But what I did get from it was a lesson, right? So I guess it paid off, but I ain't gonna lie to you, your boy was broke. Your boy was struggling at the time. And here I am living well beyond my means, trying to be impressive and trying to just, do the things that a boyfriend would do. Right. Going out my way to do things and trying to make sure that she has what I think, my girlfriend should have at the time. And she just wasn't appreciative of it, I don't think. And I never felt, the gratitude for anything that I did. I think she felt like it was, it was what I was supposed to do. So she never said thank you. She never showed appreciation for it. So for me to be broke and going out my way to do that, like when I look back at it in retrospect now, I'm like, I would not do that again.
That'd be the one that ruined it for everybody half the time.
Right.
I would not go through those links and through that effort, you know what I'm saying? Especially I'm broke. I'm literally, broke. Like I'm literally scrounging to try to get money from here, from there, taking little odd end jobs just to have money to take her out, just to have money for gas in my car so I could go see her and things of that nature. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't replay that again. And so there's that. So yeah, that's definitely my broke chronicles because like I said, now there's people out there that ain't never been broke before, so they say. But your boy was, I think that's probably the brokest I had ever been. I was 18, 19 years old, so I'm young, but still, like that was a rough period.
You were still trying too, see?
Hey, trying to, navigate life without asking my parents for money and things of that nature, which I didn't do. When I moved out the house, I promised myself I wasn't going to ask for no more money, and I didn't. I made it, but it was rough on you, boy. It was rough.
Hey, seasons and reasons for these individuals. So you learned a lesson, and maybe that was all she was for.
That was a lot. Oh yeah, she definitely taught me a lesson.
Never again.
Never again. Hey, there was a bunch of McDonald's days for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I used to go get the 99-cent the 99-cent chicken sandwich
Yeah.
and the 99-cent fries,
Mhm.
$2.14
Man,
with
that was
tax.
That was
that
the
was
fire.
the time.
Fire.
That was the low budget meal. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, if she could
Yeah.
go out with you on a little McDonald's date, you knew she was
No.
down with you.
No, this is what he was doing
She
to make
didn't
sure
want to
he
do that,
had money so that
right?
he could take her
She
to the
wanted to eat other
places.
stuff. I had to
Yeah.
eat that.
The whole time, Shorty ain't even deserve it.
Facts. I had to eat that. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't with her,
Yeah,
because I was trying to save my money for when I was with her. So yeah. So yeah, lesson learned. But that's but that's what life's about. You know what I'm saying? We live, we
It is.
learn. And if you don't, what I'm saying, listen to your parents, then that's how you like what they say, Benji, the best experience is bought experience.
Best, yes.
Hey,
that's what old
yeah.
folks used to tell us.
Yeah,
The
you
best
pay for
experience is about experience. You
you
paid
pay
for it.
Yep.
You learned a good
Yeah,
lesson.
that's what I had to do with my
paid
son
for
and
it.
breaking them cell phones. And made him pay for one when he ain't never broke it again.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
You
man.
better believe it.
Hey, we got comments from YouTube rolling in. They said I took loans to give her everything in a future life, only to find out that she was married with children, and our relationship was just an escape.
Dang.
Yikes!
Oh no!
That's tough. That's tough to go through all those
No!
limits to find out that she got a whole family
Oh,
unit.
that's the type where you end up on Snap or something. Cause Heifer, you play with me for sure, and I got loans. I probably got to toe up credit, maybe. I don't know. This is stuck with me well after you, so I'm gonna always think about your sorry self.
File
Oh
bankruptcy, my guy.
no! Oh no!
It's dude. Hey man, that's tough, man. I'm sorry to hear that, because listen, I mean, hey, your boy was almost at that point, because I had got a little credit card and I was swiping that credit card a little bit on her. So I was kind of in that same lane. So just out here messing up.
Don't worry.
Just out here messing up, man. Just out here messing up. But you know what? We lived and we learned from the
We
experience.
do. I hope those loans are well more than paid off long ago and old. I hope it ain't current.
But bankruptcy, my guy.
I hope you are very much out of that. And if you're not, Benji says bankruptcy. I don't know that advice. I'm just saying, I hope
get your ramen noodle game
down that
on
road
and,
again.
Yeah.
Get out of that, my guy. Bankruptcy, eat ramen noodles, and you'll be all right. You'll make it out of it.
That's gonna make him even more mad.
I know, but he gotta crawl. He gotta crawl out that joint. I don't know what them loans look like, but if I know he took out a loan to make a woman happy, it wasn't for no $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. He was,
Well, listen, he ain't by himself, because I'm pretty sure a lot of guys have taken out loans to please women. So,
especially more so now, especially with these women that act the way they act. So a lot of imposters out there trying to achieve a woman they probably have.
Yeah, I had to tell one not to steal from me.
Dang.
hey man, boys out here lying, stealing, and killing for it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, listen, this planet is cold. You know.
Jeez, who was that? That's what Cardi B used to do when she was before she.
That's what she said she used to do. I don't know.
Yeah, watch who you pick, man. Yeah,
I don't know, but if her looking like Belcalis back then, I don't know. I mean, never mind.
Hey man, we ain't gonna even get into all that,
because with
all these,
especially women come after your ass,
especially with all these women posting these AI pics as their profile pics and won't comments on it. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey man,
I'm telling you, robots.
I'm gonna just leave it. You know what? Don't even get me started.
Never mind. All right. I was about to talk about robots. Never mind.
No, leave them robots alone, brother.
No, you stop it now. Okay, we know.
I'm trying to tell you, they want to be their fantasy chick. I'm trying to tell you. They don't even like, most of these girls don't like themselves. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna say the girls and dudes too. That's why the dudes
men. That's why
the dudes doing the stupid stuff they doing, because they don't like themselves.
Exactly.
5 minutes she in the mirror trying to change into somebody else.
And it
Be
goes to the
watchful.
same type of individuals. The men that's putting on, dude got his hair socked off. Like he don't, you know, there's people changing their appearance on the male side too.
That is a
Yeah,
fact.
You
yeah.
know,
That's
so
a fact.
just so self-esteem, self-confidence, it plays into how we interact and how we go forward with things, with who we trying to seek. And money plays a big factor in that too.
Yeah.
So taking loans, and if you got to tell the heifer to not steal, yeah, get her out of there.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, dudes out here going from bald heads to a updo
You
in
feel
a
me?
few hours. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Man.
know.
So
I might get me a
Trey Songz braids
man
gonna be
weave.
back on by tomorrow.
I might get me a man weave, Ken. I don't know.
it looked like you already got one, so you might as well go
Right.
on and get
We
one.
already know you spray it on. If you take that hat off, the spray stuff gonna be on it.
Nah.
Benji got that. Benji got that good hair. He got boneless hair. He got
Boneless
hair.
hair.
I'll
See,
fall off the bone.
fall off the bone.
As long
Tender
as his hairline ain't tender nizzle, he
His,
gonna
his,
be all
his
right.
hairline fell off the bone a long time ago.
All
Put
right,
some
man.
soy sauce on it.
All
I
right,
ain't
so
fooling with y'all
So the
tonight.
comment from YouTube, he said that he's in a better position, got better blessings after that person was removed from his life, and he feels bad for her husband, which is it's tough. It's tough. Your wife
I
out
get it.
here popping coochie for a goon for some money, and you at home taking care of everything, holding it down. I think. So, like, that's tough, but some of these husbands be out here acting fool too. So maybe it's tit
Fact.
for tat. You never know.
Yeah, whatever
Fact.
their story
Fact.
is, unfortunately, they added you into it. And
Facts.
yeah, I'm glad you're long gone away from that.
But you'll be all right, my guy. Long as you got your, you know what I'm saying, your funds in proper order, you're all
Yeah,
right. Let that
Yeah.
hang out over there. You know what
Now
I'm talking about?
he said they invite you for a third wheel, but you better be glad that you wasn't invited over as a cuck. But that's
Facts.
a conversation for another day.
The biggest blessing you ever received in life was finding out the truth about that chick. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, some people gonna catch that when they get home. Some people don't know
Yeah,
what a cuck is, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So before we roll about here, just some shit, talk to the people, let them know something.
you know what? Don't stop with the love movies, just love in general. Don't be scared to love the way that you love. There is somebody for you. Just be cautious and be smart and pay attention to the red flags. Don't grab the red flags and wave them around and run with them, you know. But at the same time, I love a good love story. So y'all continue to be in love. Love is great. We just had Valentine's pass, and I was loving all the love that was on my timeline. So continue to be in love. Okay. But outside of that, y'all can find me. First of all, I'm back on YouTube, so I need all of y'all to make sure y'all go there too. Trisha Michelle _ TM on YouTube. Few new videos and whatnot. And then of course, Trisha Michelle _ TM on all my social media and on the fire session every Tuesday. If you're not here, y'all already know, like, where are y'all? That's all I'm saying. That y'all ain't where y'all supposed to be.
Facts.
Sure.
All right. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. Talk to the people. Let them know something.
If they said the money wasn't going to change it, they lied to you.
Lord
Listen,
Jesus.
it's very simple, man. Y'all, you can find me at several places. You can find me at the restaurant, Moreno Valley, R&R Breakfast Spot.
Shout out to, what's the name? He came out there.
Yes. Shout out to the homie Marlon.
Shout out to Marlon
Pulled up on your
Bivens.
boy. Said he was going to pull up. He pulled up, so appreciate that. You can find me at the restaurant. You can find me at church, Eastvale Bible Church. You can find me there. Norco, Cali, you can find me there. You can find me at my shop, Code Beauty Supply, and you can get your products wholesale now on our website. So if you're the ones who you spending that regular money to get your stuff, go on my website, go on to Code Beauty, look us up. If you need me to send you that link, I can send it to you. Get your products wholesale from us. You ain't got to pay full price no more. All right. We got it to where you can get wholesale. And listen, if you need some therapy, you need some count, you can find me anywhere. Just go find my page, Benji Banks. Go find me. Facebook, Instagram. Can't miss me. We like shotgun shells out here. When we shoot, we never know which way it's going. So we got everything for you. So come holler at your boy.
Benji.
He said, get you some food, get you some Jesus. At the same time, get your edges back. And if you need a little bit of therapy, he's your guy.
The only thing we're missing, we're only missing one thing.
The fire session.
Can we find you on Figueroa? Can we find
I mean, no, I ain't hanging. I mean, I'll be like
49, 47. What's the
49, 47?
Can we find you on the Fig, as they say, on the Fig?
I'll be down there preaching. I need to go down there and preach a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just as long as you don't lay no hands on the Fig.
Yeah, we ain't lay no hands on the Fig because you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't like people to touch me.
Hey, next thing you know, it's gonna evolve. They're gonna have the robots on Fig.
Listen, gonna be the first one down there.
I'm gonna be down there investigating. I'm trying to tell you because I'm telling you.
Oh, you investigating? He got
robots.
He got a report. He got a report to make. He got to gather.
Robot chick is gonna take over the world.
He got to gather some stuff.
She ain't never gonna change. She gonna keep her same facial features every day. Keep her same hair. And somebody gonna fall in love with a robot. I'm telling you, somebody gonna fall in love with a robot. I'm trying to tell you. You're reporting live from the bushes. I'm telling you.
It's
somebody gonna fall in love. Somebody gonna fall in love with a robot. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy, Ken. When it happens, I'm gonna be the first one to hit both of y'all up too and be like, "Yo, this dude in love with a robot."
20 years from
now, he gonna be talking about this dude and send the profile. It's him.
Wow.
Nah.
20 years from now, can you imagine 2 decades from now that there's going to be somebody that makes a remix to T-Pain's song "I'm in Love with a Robot"? Not a stripper, a robot.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. It's coming.
Computer love.
Computer love evolved. Real life.
All right, y'all. So in closing, on this episode, we laughed, we debated a little bit, but if we're being honest, these movies meant something to us, right? They took us on an adventure. We didn't watch Love Jones, we felt it. We didn't see Best Man. We saw pieces of ourselves in those characters. When we were watching Brown Sugar and we were quoting the lines and the hip-hop songs from Brown Sugar, we were learning how to love, how to forgive, and how to hold on at the same time. Some of these lessons were beautiful, right? Some of them, we might need a little therapy afterward. You know what I'm saying? We experienced some of these things, but here's the truth. Black love on screen, even when it's messy, showed us the stories that were worthy, showed us bits and pieces of ourselves, worthy of the passion, worthy of poetry, worthy of depth, worthy of happy endings the right way. And maybe the real growth is this. We can appreciate the nostalgia of these movies, right, without repeating the dysfunction. So the question isn't whether these movies got it right. The question is, what are we choosing to do differently now that we've seen these things and we've learned from them? So keep that in mind. Enjoy the art that these directors and these actors put out, but also try to learn something from these situations, because if you haven't experienced them, there's nothing to say that you're not going to experience them. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right. So you've been rocking with Trish Michelle, Benji Banks, and Big Ken. You already know the fire session. The fire does not stop here. Catch us on the next episode with more heat, as usual, per the usual, as they say. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next session. Next episode, part 4, and the final episode of this series of Black History Month, we'll be talking about classic Black Power movies. When we talk about those type of movies, we're talking about Black Power. We're talking about Black Panthers and so on and so forth. So tune in for that finale of this series. It will be amazing. We're going to talk about those movies. Get your list together, because we want to know what movies you love, what movies affected you, and what movies you learned from along your journey. Also, as usual, make sure you head to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music to check us out on there as well. Make sure you go to our pages. Make sure you download those episodes, and make sure that you check us out and pass us along to your friends, and let your family members and friends and everybody else know about us too. All right. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for the support. Until next time, stay lit. It's the fire session. Peace.
Deuces.